Good morning, y'all. I'm back with, let me just sage this down real quick. Just making sure everything is what it should be. Back with another energy reading. I didn't do one on, Saturday and Sunday? I was actually doing like in-person readings Saturday, and they actually went really well, like really well. So and I didn't want to exhaust my cards, so I chose Sunday to allow my cards to rest and to recharge them. I could have just ran them through Sage, but I did that, and it's been time for them to be recharged, so I did that. Right now I'm shuffling cards. I'm kind of working with limited time, which is a good thing because that'll cut me off. So right now I'm shuffling these. I normally get right into it. I normally don't wait because I will be posting this on my YouTube channel also. So if you have to go back and watch it, then you can go on there and do that. If, for some reason that flew out too, huh? If for some reason, it's not working on Facebook. I pulled a few cards here already. Like I said, I was going to pull them in a pick a card kind of stack, but like I said, I'm working with limited time, so I figure I'll start this now. Disclaimer, this is a general reading. It's for the collective. It's not targeted toward a specific person. So if you hear something in here that does not resonate, throw it away. Don't worry about it. Don't stress over something that doesn't even sound right to you. Also, if you hear messages or a message in here that reminds you of someone, or you think that someone, can benefit from hearing the messages, then by all means, please share it, because you never know what a person may be going through, and you never know what people may need to hear, even if it's just right there in the moment, So I'm shuffling my Moonology cards, Oracle cards now, to see what messages are going to come up for the collective, and for the collective that includes myself, So if there's a message or messages in here, they're for me too, as long as they resonate. I'm trying to see what other messages come up for the collective. Thank you. And, oops. All right. Well, that's these. And, okay. I'll put these over here. Trying to make sure I got everything. Also, it's going to be a full moon in Gemini on 12/12. So, really quick, the full moons illuminate. They're bright. They're in the sky. For the most part, people can identify when there is a full moon. But the point of the full moon is to light up everything, to show you the good that you've been doing and the not so good, the things that you need to change in order to make room for new opportunity and new growth. It's just like on the good, to let you know, hey, you've been doing this right, continue, keep going, you're almost there. The shedding light on the bad things is to let you know, well, hey, it's time for you to let these things go. It's time for you to release these things, out with the old ways of thinking and doing, in with the new ways of thinking and doing, because that way you can make room for new opportunity to come in. So that's the whole point of a full moon. It's in Gemini, so communication, the throat chakra is going to be a lot of that going on. Also, if you're a person who doesn't speak a lot, or who's very antisocial, in a way, then this is the time for you to speak up. Also, it's not always about being social either. It's about just speaking up for what it is that you want. If it's something that you don't like, and you're a person who normally is like, but I don't really, and then you'd be like, well, never mind. I'll just let everybody else do what it is that they want to do, and I'm getting the short end of the stick, then no. Now it's not the time to do that. It's time for you to speak up. I don't want to say ruffle some feathers, but even if it seems like oh, this is going to be a long process. Speak up about what it is that you want, because if you don't, you'll lose every time. And you'll be the one that'll be put on the back burner, and everybody else be happy and like, yeah, I have what I want, but you'll be sitting in the corner like, yeah, this is not what I asked for, but you allowed it to happen. So, self-expression, communicate, all of that with the throat chakra. I'm actually waiting till the end to pull these. Let's see what these cards, excuse me, see what these cards have, what they are. I pull them, they fall, I toss them up on the table. Okay, so 4 cards came out, and 4 is about stability, about home life. It's about having a stable foundation, Let's see what the cards are. So I have the Knight of Swords, the Fool, the Nine of Cups, and again, the Wheel of Fortune. This came out a few readings ago, but it keeps popping up, which, like I said, that just lets me know to let you all know that there's a lot of shift, there's a lot of change. Like, you can't avoid this at all. It's a change that's happening that you can't avoid, and it's going to put you at the forefront where you're going to have to be like, you're going to have to man up or woman up or adult up and say, okay, I have to make these decisions. I can't let things pass. Can't just sit there and say, well, I'll wait until things die down a little bit and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do. It's like, it's going to put you right there in the middle, and it's going to force you to make decisions that you need to make. And again, these decisions are for you. This growth is for you, So don't look at it as a bad thing. Some things sometimes change. A lot of times change is very uncomfortable. So when it's uncomfortable, we're going to look at it like, oh, this, they say it's for my greatest and highest good, but it doesn't feel like it. Trust me, it is. In the end, you're going to learn the lessons that you need to learn, hopefully. And that way you can use those and do what you need to do with it. All right, getting into the reading. So with the Knight of Swords, really with this whole reading, and just seeing this, be bold. And that's what's popping out. Be bold, be brave, be daring. Again, with that, speak up. You see an opportunity, you want to go. You see an opportunity that you want to go for, do it. Just take off. Again, don't be so fearful of what's going to happen. The Knight of Swords, as you can see, he is charging into action, into battle, whatever you want to say, but he sees something and it's like, okay, let's go. I'm going for it. So that's the be bold, be daring, also somebody who's quick-witted. So air signs, the swords, our way of thinking. So air signs, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, maybe a few, watching this, but it's saying push forward and make sure that whatever it is that you're going for, like, go for it now. There's no sense in you sitting around and waiting. It's like you have the answers that you need, and it's almost like you know how it's going to end, so to speak. But even if you don't do it, it's something that's there in that situation that's going to help you. And another thing that's to tie into this is the Fool card. The Fool is about kind of a sense of being naive, but I feel the maturity that comes in with the Knight of Swords, but again, the carefreeness that comes in with the Fool. He's right there at the edge. He's like, okay, I only brought a little satchel on a stick, and I brought my dog. That's all I need. I'm enjoying myself, and now I'm about to jump. I'm about to take that leap of faith. Again, a lot of times we say we have faith, we believe that we are taken care of, but we don't step out on that faith completely. We kind of tiptoe, step out on it. If you believe that it's there, and I'm telling you, it really is there, step out on it fully. I feel like this message is pretty short and it's pretty cut and paste. The Nine of Wands, not the Nine of Wands, sorry, the Nine of Cups. What I'm getting is, well, one, this is about, he's content. The cups are our emotions, you know, and he feels very content. He's like, you know what, I have what I need here. You know, I'm okay right now in the moment, which is an okay thing. It's a cool thing, but it also lets you know, don't sit in that corner for too long. You know, there are still other opportunities that are there for you to go out and charge for and get. I'm also getting that you may be met, because the Knight of Swords is a leader. You know, he's the one who's going to charge into battle first, right? So today may be a sense of taking on a leadership role, doing something that you may have normally not done. So maybe somebody else normally takes care of it, but now you're put into the leadership position where it's like, okay, now I have to take care of it. But it's allowing you to express yourself in a way where you can put your own spin to it, if that makes sense. Also, starting off, it's a sense of hesitation, right? So this Nine of Cups can also represent that opportunity being presented to you, saying, hey, it's time for you to step up. You know, you're the ace, you're going to be the head of this operation, and whatever that operation may be. You know, it can be something at work, it can be you doing something differently at home, you know, with home life, family life. Again, 4 cards came out here. That family life, that stability, you know, so it's going to put you in a position where it's like, okay, I have to make a boss move, you know what I'm saying? And you're going to hesitate. And you'll be like, well, no, do I really need to do this? Because I feel perfectly fine. You know, I'm content with what I have in the moment, you know. And I believe this Wheel of Fortune is here to say, well, you're content right now. And that's the thing, in the moment. But things are always changing. Things are going to change. And it's going to cause you to stand up. Again, do not take that back seat role. It's going to still it's going to shake you out of that comfort zone, you know. But like I said, you probably be put in a position to take that leadership role, to do something daring, something bold, something that's completely out of your comfort zone, and you're going to hesitate. But once you do it, once you take that leap of faith, once you actually jump, it'll be, you'll feel a sense of relief. Also, you know, I'm really getting that too. You're going to hesitate the first time, or you're going to hesitate at first, but the cards are here to say, do it. You know what I'm saying? You have what it takes to be a leader. You know, you've already had what it takes to be a leader. Now it's time for you to express that, to show that to the world, to let people know, like, yes, I can definitely do this, and I don't need necessarily anybody on my back. I don't need anybody hounding me to tell me what to do. I can make these decisions, you know, on my own. It could be a promotion or moving up to a manager's position. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? It could be anything. Again, this is for the general, it's for the collective, so I'm trying to touch on everything that I possibly can to make sure that, you know, whatever message is in here that's for the people who are watching and for the people who are going to be watching, then yeah, I want to make sure that I touch on all of that. So again, like I said, the Wheel of Fortune being here, that may just very well be that brand new sense of, it's like a breath of fresh air, or that brand new sense of responsibility that comes along with being that leader, you know, with charging into that situation. Again, if it's an opportunity that you see, and that's the whole point of the Knight of Wands, it's an opportunity that he sees, and he's like, oh, you know what? That's mine. I'm gonna go get it. You know, I'm gonna charge into it with a clear head. You know, because it's still the way that we think. So I'm gonna charge into it with a clear head. And the Fool is just kind of backing that part up, saying, yeah, he has faith that the universe is going to take care of him. That source, that the divine is going to take care of him. Again, he's not worried about what's at the bottom. You know, because he understands that all he has to do is take the leap of faith, and the universe will take care of the rest, you know. Let me see what these Moonology cards say. Emotions are running high. Don't let your past hold you back. You're very close to achieving your goal, and a fiery climax approaches. So, the supermoon. Okay, yeah, I hope that came through. Emotions are running high. So like I said, there may be a sense of, with this Nine of Cups being here, you know, it still may be that sense of confusion. It's like, okay, I don't know what it is that I should do. Should I take this position in this other place? Should I change this job? It'll be more responsibility, so to speak. It'll be more of a leadership role. So normally in my other job, I had to take a backseat role, but now with this one, you know, I'm more at the forefront. So you may be going through a time where it's like, I don't know what it is that I should do. The South Node is saying, don't let your past hold you back. So just because it's something that you used to do, and maybe it used to work for you, maybe, you know what I'm saying, at some point, whatever you did in the past may have worked for you, but now it's telling you that shift is coming along. It's a big form of transformation it's like a cloud of transformation, if I must say, that's coming over everybody. Everybody is going to feel this shift. You know, you can't get out of it. So now it's the time for you to move forward. Do that Knight of Wands energy. Push through. You know what I'm saying? Keep kicking. Keep moving. Step out on that faith. Yes, you may feel content now, but what's going to happen in the next moment? Are you still going to feel like you have everything that you need? You want to get to completion. You know, you want to get to that 10, that completion, that all around. Things are going to come to an end. And I think number 10 is actually on the Wheel of Fortune. So the number 10 is about completion, whether it be completion of a goal, but it can also be completion of a cycle. Okay, this particular thing has run its course for you. Now it's time for you to move on to the next thing. And I think, and I'm really feeling and really wholeheartedly believe that is what this is saying. Be bold, be daring, push forward, do what it is that you need to do. Just because it's responsibility, or because now you feel like you'll be in the spotlight, so to speak, don't allow that to make you shy away from an opportunity that's going to help you grow. Don't let your past hold you back. So we can't continue to say, well, because this person did this to me, that's why I am the way that I am now. You understood that person did that because whatever that thing may have been, you know, they acted out from a place of hurt, place of anger, because they're upset, because they're broken, right? But the whole point is, once you figure out what is going on or what things that have happened, it's time for you to change them. Because we can't sit there and keep blaming our own faults on everybody else, you know. Because once you figure out, okay, I am broken in some way, I need to fix this, this is not beneficial to me at all. Once you figure that out, that's when it's time for you to start changing it. Don't wait until don't try to milk the situation as much as you possibly can to say, oh, well, this is what's wrong with me, so see, I wouldn't be like this if it wasn't for such and such. Again, this is not for them, it's for you. So either you're going to change, or you're going to continue to go on through that cycle of pain, of hurt, of bitterness, you know what I'm saying, of excuses. Just don't do it. Because, again, there's no growth in that at all. There's absolutely no growth in that. The gibbous moon. Plain and simple and clearly put, you're very close to achieving your goal. So, again, that opportunity that you see that you're going to go for, it may very well be the thing, the icing on the cake, so to speak. The last piece of the puzzle to complete it, so where you're like, okay, yeah, this is where I'm supposed to be. This is where I need to be right now. And honestly, take a step back and enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Take that in. Again, like I said with the full moon, it illuminates, you know, not just the bad. It illuminates the good, too. It lets you know, hey, you are doing this right. You are doing this in the correct way. Continue to do it, because it's going to continue to help you grow. You're going to see those opportunities. It's going to come up, all of that. And the full moon in Aries, a fiery climax approaches. So one, again, with the speed and the quickness of this Knight of Wands, I'll connect it to that. And it's saying that you're getting to the point where you're about to reach that cap, so to speak. You're about to reach the cap, and it's like, okay, I thought that the only way that I could, or the only level that I could achieve was here, but I'm really up here, and I'm loving it, you know what I'm saying? Also, again, with the Wheel of Fortune, you know, a fiery climax approaches is just letting you know that shift, that change, it's definitely going to be for the betterment of you, you know. So be bold, push through, go through with whatever that opportunity is, accept that job offer, start that business, start that YouTube channel, you know what I'm saying, start that tutorial, whatever it is that you want to do, start it. And I'm going to pull some of these angel cards, and then I'm going to finish this because I have to start getting ready. So I'm just going to see what messages we have for the angels, for the collective. I'm going to see what does the collective need to know right now. What implementation tools can be used to push through today. Big happy changes. That card has been coming out a lot, you know, and a lot of this change, it really is good change. You know, like it's amazing change, actually. I feel it. You know, it's amazing change. It's just we have to embrace it. We have to snatch up that opportunity. You know, if opportunity is knocking at the door, are you going to sit there and wait and say, well, I'll wait till it comes back? No. As soon as you see it opportunity walking up to the house, snatch it in. Because it's no time for you to wait. You know what I'm saying? There's really no time for you to wait. You're ready and improving health. Oh, it's funny. In the back of the deck energy is let go. So, and again, that's that full moon energy. And really just not just the full moon energy, because I don't want to keep saying it like that's the only reason why. We know that there are a lot of things and a lot of people that we need to let go, but we choose not to simply because, oh, well, I'm just used to having this person around. I'm used to having that company, their presence, or I'm used to feeling down in the dumps and depressed and off. So I'm going to keep basking in that negativity. For what? What is it doing for you? Absolutely nothing. So big happy changes. You know, things... I guarantee you, whatever, and it may just not be today, again, because this is a widespread energy that's going across, you know, a very, like I said, it's a widespread energy, so it's definitely not just for today. A lot of these are not just for today, which is why I'm going to start doing weekly readings, because I don't want it to keep sound like the same thing over and over again that's coming up, but that's just a very prominent energy that we're in right now. So a lot of those messages, it's going to come up for different ways, but it's a lot of the same messages is going to keep coming up, and I don't want to keep saying the same thing. So, but yeah, big happy changes, you know, is kind of plain and simple, is clear cut, but big happy changes are most definitely up on you if you're not already experiencing those big happy changes. If that call that you've been waiting on for whatever hasn't already come through, it's about to. You know, whatever opportunity that you've been wanting or waiting for you to expand your business, expand your businesses, you know, your way of thinking, even if it's just getting back in school, it's taking up a class, it's perfecting a skill, a craft, whatever it may be, it's there. You know, it's upon you. But like I said, don't allow things like your past. Don't allow your past to hold you back. Oh, well, this person did this to me, so now I have to. So because this person did this to you X amount of time ago, that means that you're going to continue to be the same person now? No. Again, that growth and that change is not for them. It is for you. So as long as you sit and you sulk and you keep telling yourself, well, it's not me and it's them, at some point, not saying that person or that thing or whatever situation, because it doesn't have to be a relationship. It can be parents, it can be family members, whatever the case may have been. Go, again, the full moon of Gemini is about that communication. Go talk to somebody about it. Go get some counseling. Also, I'm seeing improving health here. So if it's a situation that may not be as bad as you're thinking, if you need to go to the doctor, by all means, do that. You know what I'm saying? If you know you've been putting that off, do it. Because the situation may not really be as bad as you're thinking, but because you're sitting there and you're stressing about it, and it's like, okay, that stress is causing that ailment or that pain or whatever it may be to last over a longer period of time. So I am seeing improving health. And it's not just physical health, but the physical health aspect is what came out. but there's also mental health and spiritual health. So work on all of those, but go to the doctor if you need to. That came out, and you're ready. You know what I'm saying? You're ready to seize that opportunity. You're ready to take that leap of faith. You're ready to charge into that situation, because it's definitely, like I said, it's definitely going to be something new. It's going to be like a breath of fresh air, and you're gonna know it, and you're gonna feel it. And that hesitation that comes before is just going to be a little bit of fear, but bring the full energy into it. Bring that carefreeness. You're like, okay, I'm going to do it. So as long as it's for your greatest and highest good. Now, if it's something that's off the wall and I'm not gonna go off into that. Just don't. But as long as it's for your greatest and highest good, it's for your development, it's for your growth, spiritually, physically, mentally, all of that. By all means, do it. There should be no hesitation for it at all. I may pull some charms, so yeah, I'll just see what other messages is coming through for the collective. The charms here, okay, because it's probably look weird. But yeah, I'm just, like I said, I got my pieces of paper, my channel messages. I call them charms because it's supposed to be more charms in here, but it's not. It's more messages in here than anything. So we're going to see what the messages are, and then I'm going to get off of here because I have to go do something. So, and this actually came out at some other point. So there's a difference between healing and sweeping it under the rug. Which did you do? Again, let go. It be in the back of the deck energy, that overall, let go of whatever does not serve you. It doesn't always have to be people, but it can be people, whether it be family, it can be relationships, it can be romantic relationships, it can be feelings of, people victimizing themselves. You always want to be the victim. You always want to be the one that everybody is like, oh no, it's not you, it's everybody else. Well, no. Let it go, heal from it, be an adult about it. Okay, this one actually came out last time, and I'm going to put that today. It's definitely that. When you overthink, you overlook. And I say this a lot. So be sure that that opportunity that's going to pop up, or if it's not already there, sorry, my phone did something. If it's an opportunity that comes up, which it will, because this Wheel of Fortune is here, and it's here a lot. And it's letting you know that things are constantly changing, things are constantly shifting. So make sure that you almost jump on the train of opportunity before you miss it. Sometimes there may be those once-in-a-lifetime opportunities, and we don't take them simply because we're afraid. And that's it. There's no other reason, simply because we're afraid. So make sure you're not overthinking things, and you're not overlooking the opportunities that smack dab right there in your face that's made for you. Because as the Moonology cards say, one is telling you don't let your past hold you back. Also, you're very close to achieving a goal. So things are definitely coming up. And no came out. So if it's something, again, that does not, and that no look weird, but if it's something that it's an opportunity, but it's not for your greatest and highest good, then no, don't do it. I feel like there should be no question about it. If you know it's not going to serve you in any way, or you're just doing things for the moment, yeah, it feels good right now, but what is it really going to do for you later? Then no, don't do it. Also, no, you can't cut corners. You have to go through these processes, because the whole point in doing this is so lessons can be learned. And then you take those lessons and you create your new reality. That's the whole point of that. So if you feel like I'm going through this time period where everything's just so crazy, all bad things happen to me and only me, well, first off, if you continue with that mindset, yeah, you're going to keep attracting those things. But if you sit down and really turn the mirror on yourself and say, well, what is it that I've been doing? Because when you're in a situation, or you keep being put in situations, or as a matter of fact, you keep putting yourself in situations, and things keep happening, and you want to say, well, no, it's not me, it's everybody else. It's like, are you telling me that every single person that you met is the exact same way. And if you feel that way, then change the energy that you keep. Therefore, you can change the energy that you attract. So I'm going to leave it off on that note. I thank y'all for watching. Thank the people who are going to watch this. As always, it will be up on my YouTube channel, Euphoric Empath. So you can go there, like the video, share it, subscribe, please. And yeah, I'll be back here tomorrow. As always, y'all stay blessed and remain positive.